I would have finished this yesterday when I did my first video, but I ran out of time. The footage was literally like 6 hours long, and I had to weed through all that, and it took forever. So by the time I got done filming all of that stuff, my best of 2018 makeup, there was no way I was going to have time to finish my face. So I figured I'd sit down today, I would go ahead and film, you know, using from start to finish primers and foundation and, you know, whatnot. That way you guys could see why I love this makeup so much. And I stand by what I said. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. If you're curious to see how I came up with this look, stick around because I'm going to show you. My cat is trying to break my door down. He has been acting like a lunatic today. I don't know if he got into his catnip stash or if he's taken up crack smoking as a hobby, but he is acting like a complete crazy cat. So, as you can tell, we are zoomed in all close and personal-like. Okay, so the foundations I'm going to mix today are the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage, and that's this one here. I'm going to mix that one and the Lancome Tint Adult Ultra Wear. I just hope they play nice together. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer all over my face. This is going to help kind of fill in those pores a little bit. It's going to smooth out my skin, get rid of some of that texture. And I've found that this primer does work with a lot of different kinds of foundations, so it shouldn't be any different for these. So I'm going to start having friends over to do videos with, whether it's like doing makeup with each other or whatever. So if you're somebody watching that knows me in real life that would be interested in doing that, let me know, because I think that would be a lot of fun. It would kind of switch things up a little bit, make it a little bit interesting. I have had several people tell me they would want to, but we'll see. I have no problem getting on camera and making an ass out of myself, but I'm not sure if any of my friends actually want to do that. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I am going to apply these foundations with a beauty blender. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you my cat. He's so cute. I hope he doesn't move. Hi. Hi, baby. What are you doing? That handsome man watching me? Hi, baby. Oh, he's a handsome guy. You better put that leg down. No one wants to see all that. My kitty is such a... I think he has split personalities because he goes from being very lovey and affectionate, and he'll be licking on my ear and purring in my ear and rubbing up against me, and then the next minute he's biting and scratching and jumping all over the furniture and climbing up curtains and breaking blinds, and he's crazy. Now these foundations, I would say, they're pretty full coverage. I mean, I would say medium to full coverage. You can really build them up to get a nice full coverage finish, which I really like because I do have a lot of discoloration. I have a lot of redness. I do have a little bit of acne and some acne scarring. So this helps to kind of conceal most of that, which I'm not opposed to. So far it's covered that up pretty nicely. I am going to wait until after I have my eye makeup on before I do my forehead, simply because I'm a very expressive person. So when I talk, you notice I raise my eyebrows a lot, and I'll furrow my brows a lot. So when I do that, it kind of messes up the makeup on my forehead. So I'm just going to wait till the end after I get my eye makeup on before I do that. Okay, so the concealer I'm going to be using today is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. This is one that I did mention in my best of 2018 video, and like I said in the video, it's a very thick, putty-like consistency, but because of that, it only takes a very, very, very minuscule amount, and it covers very nicely. It's got this kind of strange old lady smell, so I'm taking like a tiny, tiny dab, okay? So we're talking like very tiny, and I'm just going to put that underneath my eye. I do know that with this one, if you put too much, it starts to look cakey very easily. So you have to go very light-handed with this. We need to go ahead and set that before it starts creasing because it's already starting. But these are perfect for setting your under eyes. Like this kind of flat but fluffy brush head is perfect for getting up underneath your eyes. So I'm just going to put a very little bit of powder to set that area. The more product and the more powder you put underneath your eye, the worse it's going to look. So I've kind of learned after trial and error just to kind of scale back a little bit how much product I'm using there, and it looks a lot better that way. Like as soon as the tackiness is gone, get out of there. You're done. So that just helped to brighten my under eyes a little bit. It concealed those dark circles. I do still have a little bit of like purple poking through right there. Not much. Not enough to where I'm really concerned with it. So I'm just going to move along. I really do like it. At first I didn't like it because I used like a, you know, I went in like it was Shape Tape, and you just don't want to do that with this stuff. You don't need to. I don't think I'm going to set the rest of my face today because it's already looking very matte because of the foundations that I used. Alright, so next I'm going to put on some blush. Oh, I don't want to forget to contour. So for this palette, I like to take this really cool toned brown right here. Browned, like that's a word. This really cool toned brown right here, because this is really good for a cooler skin tone. And I like to use that to contour with. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that out with a fluffy brush, apparently. I'm scared. Let's try this side and see what happens here. I mean, I've got like a coat of powder on my contacts. Okay. Now when it comes to like contouring your nose, I have not watched enough videos to know how to do that properly. So the only thing that I have seen that kind of works a little bit for me if I do it is placing a little bit of powder like here to kind of slim down my nose a bit. But then it ends up looking like, I end up looking like Michael Jackson. Like, I'm not lying. The one time I really focused on that and did my nose like that, it was weird. It just looked weird. It looked weird on me. So I'm kind of thinking if I do anything, I might just do a very, very, very little bit. Oh my God, so I had a dream last night. Well, it was right when I was waking up this morning that I was choking, like on food, I guess. And in my dream, I really felt like I was choking, like I couldn't breathe. And when I woke up this morning, my throat was so dry. Like, I don't know if it was because my head was back like this and my tongue was clogging with my air hole. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was very scary. Like, I really felt like I couldn't breathe. I'm going to have to get like a humidifier put in here or something because this air is so dry. All right, so I'm going to very, very carefully contour my nose. I'm just going to put a little bit here and then drag it down this way to make my nose look a little slimmer. Oh, no. No. Does it look different? I don't feel like myself. Okay. And then I'm just going to drag a little bit of that highlighter down the middle of my nose. Alright, I don't know. I looked at it. I can't determine whether or not it even looks different. If you guys can notice any difference at all between, contouring my nose and not contouring it, let me know what you think. I don't really notice much of a difference. So, I'm probably just not doing it right since I'm not very skilled at that. I don't have a lot of practice with it. But we're going to move on because this is taking too long. Again. Okay, so for my blush today, I'm going to be using that Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Blush. And this is in the shade Party. This is one of the ones that made it on my favorites list of 2018. Struggling today. I need to get with the program. To date, this is my favorite blush brush. This is by It Cosmetics, and it's called Love Beautifully. Alright, so now we're going to go on to the eyeshadow, which is my favorite portion of my makeup routine. Oh, dang. I forgot to mention a couple of other ones for my favorites. I knew I was going to do that just because I had so many of them. And again, with the Morphe Eyelid Primer, you only need a very, very, very small amount, or else it's going to make your lid look textured. Okay, so I kind of zoomed you in just a little bit so we could see a little bit better with what I'm doing to my eyeballs. Now that they're primed with that Morphe Eyelid Primer, I can move on to setting something down. So let me see how well y'all can see what I'm doing here. My kid's about to get off the bus, so be prepared. He's going to come in here and say hi to me. I love it. I love when they come in and see me after they get home from school. It's like they don't just come in and then just disappear. Like, they come talk to me. I love that. It makes me sad knowing that one day they're not going to be here to do that. Makes me get emotional. Here he comes. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Come in. Hey, baby. You alright?
I tore something in my right leg.
What?
I tore something in my right leg.
What do you mean you tore something in your right leg?
Playing basketball.
Okay.
I was at gym.
Uh-huh.
And we were playing a basketball game. Like, it was like a whole entire, like, all the people, like 23 and 23.
23 people?
Yeah, no, 23 on 23.
So 46 people?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just take it easy tonight.
And
Try
it
not to do
hurts
too much on it, okay?
And it hurts to walk on it.
Well, then don't walk on it. Take it easy.
But he does.
Oh, I wish I could get it on camera. Damn it. That's so sweet. Will you finish? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I wonder if I can get him doing it. He's so cute. Oh, I love him. I'm going to take this shade Party Time. This is just a really pretty pink matte shade from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm going to use that to kind of use as a transition shade. Okay, so I'm going to take this Morphe M573 brush to use for my transition shade. It's just a really fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put that right in my upper eyelid area. That was a weird way of describing that. Now, as I have said before, if you're somebody with an eye shape similar to mine, you really got to be careful as far as eyeshadow is concerned. And I'll be honest, I haven't gotten it all figured out quite yet. That sounded like an Alanis Morissette song. I haven't got it all figured out quite yet. I've got one hand in my pocket. Anyway, you have to be really careful where you put eyeshadow. Otherwise, it's just not going to look right. So I'm still trying to fiddle with it and, you know, find where my happy spot is. But right now, I think I got it about the best of where I'm going to get it. And when I am doing my eyeshadow, I don't come down any further than about right here. Because if I do, it's going to make my eyes look droopy, and I don't need that. No, I don't think anybody does. I really should have used something from my favorites video as far as like the eyeshadow, but I forgot that these are favorites too, and I didn't get to use them. So far, nothing really elaborate. I just have a transition shade down. So I am going to pick up this really deep shade from Kylie Cosmetics. It's called Unwrap Me. And I'm going to show you that there. Don't mind my hand. I know it's dirty. Okay. I really hope this isn't too dark. So I'm going to focus on packing that right on this outer corner. And after I pack that on that outer corner, I'm going to work on dragging that around. If you guys have watched any of my other videos where I do my eyeshadow, this is not going to be anything new. I usually do this in all my videos just because it's tried and true. It's easy. It usually looks okay.
All right. So I am going to take that color switch and I'm going to wipe off some of this excess shadow on this brush and I'm going to start dragging that around. Actually, you know what? If I can find it. Oh, it's pink. Why is everything hot pink? I don't know what I was doing with that. But I need to clean this off because everything looks pink.
I'm going to take my Morphe M562 brush. That's very stained. And it's just got this really tiny head on this brush. And I'm going to use that to blend that shadow out. So up and out. This is really good for this. And then what I like to do is I like to go back in with that lighter color to kind of blend that out just a little bit in case if it looks patchy at all or if it looks a little harsh. Taking that lighter color will kind of make it a little more subdued and blended. So I'm going to dip back into that really light pink shade and just kind of to go on top of that just a little bit. And then now what I'll do is I'll deepen up that crease a bit. So I'm not going to do too much more with this because I am totally running out of time here. So far that's what we have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a shimmer on the lid and we're going to call it a day. 3, 2, come in.
You're filming?
I'm filming.
Hi guys.
I love you too, baby. And then now I'm going to throw a shimmer on the lid and we're going to get out of here. This is Vermeer and this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I do have this in the Modern Renaissance palette. It's just a really pretty shimmery kind of cream color. Actually, it's got more, it does have a little bit of like a pink shift to it. And I'm just going to use my finger with that shimmer because it's easier that way. And I'm going to pop that right in this inner corner. And then what I usually do is just take that brush with that darker shade on it, and I'm just going to kind of blend it together here. And then take it back through the crease one more time. I'm going to throw in a little bit of mascara, and I might comb a little bit of Gimme Brow through my brows, and I'm going to have to get the hell on out of here. I finished up my forehead. I put foundation on it. I'm going to go ahead and take my eyelash curler. I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to throw a little bit of that Milk mascara, the Kush mascara, on my eyelashes. I want to show you just how much this does to my eyelashes. Okay, this is the side with the mascara. Obviously this side no mascara. Do you see it? Like, such a huge difference. This mascara is the shit. So I'm sure you can tell maybe a slight difference. I did throw a little bit of product in my brows before I took off earlier to go to the doctor's appointment. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is throw a little bit of highlighter on since I have not done that yet. And then I'm going to fix up my brows just a little bit. I'm going to have to give you guys a side-by-side of like before and after. This to me is just where I feel comfortable. This is what I like wearing. I feel more confident when I'm wearing makeup. Not everybody likes to. Not everybody feels comfortable wearing makeup. Not everybody thinks they need to, and that's fine. It's your preference. Whatever you like makes me feel more confident, and that's what it's all about. Whatever you like, whatever makes you feel good. Okay, so for the sake of keeping with that best of 2018 products, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm just going to put a little bit right here on the high points of my cheeks, down the center of my nose. This is more of like a natural finish, I guess. See what I mean? It just adds this kind of, just this healthy little glow. And again, that one is in the shade Soft and Gentle. I guess just because it's light colored. But it is super pretty. I mean, you can see the difference that made just doing that. It's super hard to get them even. I do think that's about as good as it's gonna get. For today anyway. Oh, using that Huda Beauty mirror kind of gave me an idea because there's some really good mauve-y tones in here. Maybe I can throw some of that on the lid as well. They're just such pretty shades. Right now I just want to play. Try to deepen this up a little bit. This Mauve Obsessions palette's so pretty. Let's get you a little closer. Oh yeah. I just added like a whole nother level of depth to that. Such good shadows. I mean, look at the difference. Just doing that little bit deepened this up. I think this looks a lot better. There's a really pretty pink shade in here I'm gonna put on the inner corner here. Now in the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, there is a really, really like cool pink in here that I can use to kind of blend out those edges just a little bit so they don't look as harsh. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I move in little circles. I think it makes it look a little bit more cohesive, I guess. It's probably as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so for this eye look, I think I'm gonna use the shade Unzipped from Ofra. This is one of the favorites I mentioned in my video. It just would go well with this eye look. I do a little bit better with like a stick formula, but we'll see. See how this works out. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next. Doesn't really matter. I'm willing to try and just, well, no, I'm not willing to try anything. Shut up, Michelle. How did these people come up with these awesome ideas for these videos? Like, I'm perplexed. I'm stumped. Like, all I want to do is sit on camera and play with makeup. That's it. Like, I don't really have any grand ideas. I just have fun playing with makeup.